45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team... They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sure hands, it's 4. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
The game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Makes the grab on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense...
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's going to run it. Turning it on. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score. Top. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the... They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll try the run. Got the 1st down and more. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Fires one high and deep. Got it. And he'll take it to the house. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. And the defender is tackled. All wideouts, no backs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's 4. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete in the middle.
But why are you doing this to that field? You loaded, like, I just never seen you loaded.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points. It's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger. And
got enough space.
I just let my stomach out because I'm always in a constant state of, like, a tightened core. I never, unless I'm relaxing, like right now, I'm never, like, especially if I am bloated, if I'm not bloated at all, then yes, my stomach is usually generally flat, maybe minus some organs that protrude. I don't know. But if I'm bloated, I'm not just
poor
letting
starting
it fucking,
field position here for this offense. Looking to throw on first down.
Why? I don't know. I just always.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it down the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
I love when you back the defense off of these. You want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now dealing with a first touchdown Ducks! And the pummeling has started. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all.
Oh, wow. I have 43 tomorrow. That's not too bad. That's bad. Not too bad.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, yeah, because I love it. Look how fucking
Showing the arm
tiny it is.
strength down the left side.
It's
And it's an
so
incomplete
tiny.
pass on
It's
the
a
deep
chihuahua.
shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Like, that is a little
That's just a
child,
mental
and that's
error.
the
On
fucking
defense,
dog's
you got to
head
watch the
and
ball.
ball.
I understand the quarterback shouting and he's
It's
clapping
so
and there's all
tiny.
this
And it
crowd
actually
noise, but you
will
just
say
got to
it's not
hone
like
in,
the
watch
other
the football before you come out of your
It's
stance.
just cute.
Off the
It's
play
like
fake.
cute ugly.
Caught. Close to the marker. It's Banks. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the
And I
45-yard
love that
line.
it's me.
And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards
It's not
passing.
cute
Well,
like
Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the
Like,
praise
totally
around.
cute.
Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this
This
quarterback,
dog
and his
is
receivers
cute.
have been winning one-on-one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming.
It's studio, so like
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You're not even
It's going to
getting
be tough
snow.
sledding
It's
for the
gonna
offense here.
fucking
They're trying to
getting it
ice
today,
this
but
game by
maybe
running
in
the
the
football
future.
and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate.
Those days
and
when you used
tell
to get out of the
they'll
car
be
and
positive yards
sit
when it's there.
straight on
And a lot of these
traffic.
guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They've got enough for the first down, and
Fucking
they're in the
gone.
red zone at the 20.
suckers.
And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the
Yep.
sticks now back to work.
It was not spitting.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
It's fine.
Finds a man on the... The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got...
He's loose.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the flow. Got a lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You want to see a funny photo?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure.
I think.
Receiver there. It's incomplete.
So I was either.
About this offense, they're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
So one time,
and they've had a great day so far.
I think I took. So I brought home some wheat sugar cookies or snickerdoodles that Kyle, Tony's husband, made. So I bought these snickerdoodles from him. So I bought multiple.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I only eat a few bites at a time. So I got high after those quite a few times. Didn't enjoy it every single time. Don't know why I kept doing it. Anyway. One time, I told you I ate some. This is crazy, my parents would never talking about this. I brought them home in my fucking backpack. And I had these wheat cookies in my mother and father's home. And I ate them before we fucking road trip to Colorado. And I slept the whole fucking way to Colorado. That drive was like 14 minutes. I slept the whole time. I knocked the fuck out. And my mom even said something about my eyes being red like an hour into the drive because I hadn't fallen asleep yet. And I took like barely any because I didn't really feel like I wasn't high like talking to her because I very vividly remember the road trip, like the beginning. And I was like,
back to pass.
I think that's when I was in contact.
Gonna let it fly.
Okay.
And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call.
Never in a million years would she bring them. Never.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
My mom and dad know that
Second down, they'll
I
go to
tried
the
weed
air.
in college. I have told them. But they do not know that I brought that shit to their house.
That sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Ate it.
Couldn't quite
Before we
make
went
the
on a
connection,
road
now
trip.
staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw.
I had a Ziploc baggie every minute I fucking backpack.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31.
From a good thing, I had vapes in there too.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and
During
10.
my vaping time, I had a vape in my fucking in the house they live in now. That was when I was vaping my girl. I had that shit in my backpack because on top of it.
So as they've done so many times in
I
this
just feel like